Pioneer fans, Pioneer men's varsity hockey is live and on the air. Let's try that one more time. Pioneer fans, Pioneer men's varsity hockey is live and on the air. We are live here at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube, where it is your Pioneer men's hockey team taking on Grosse Ile as a matchup of Metro League foes. First, we want to thank all the wonderful, amazing sponsors of Pioneer Hockey. That includes Align Chiropractic Center, Alpha, Coney, Ann Arbor Door Systems, Ann Arbor Ice Cube, Ann Arbor Running Company, Big George's Home Appliance Mart, Carlisle Grill, BW Skate Shop, Edwards and Schaefer Orthodontics, Franklin Templeton, John A. Papolis and Company, Kindling Creative, Liberty Dental, Dr. Kristen Johnson, DDS, Midwest Graphics, Paint Nail Bar, Ron's Garage, Stadium Hardware, Standard Printing, Terry Lloyd and Company, Real Estate Agent Angie Smith, VentCon, Washtenaw Dairy, Washtenaw Promise, co-founder Bob Ufer. We want to thank everyone for joining us. Pioneer heads into this game 7-2 on the season as they are coming off of an overtime win down at Temperance Bedford. That was last Wednesday. It was a game that was originally scheduled for Thursday, but got moved around, or it was on the schedule for Thursday, but it ended up being Wednesday. We could not broadcast that, but overtime win. No stats that I could find. So we weren't able to pull off any stats from that, but we do know that Pioneer won that. The game before that was a loss 3-0 to Father Gabriel Richard. Father Gabriel Richard keeping the D'Angelic Ann Arbor Cup. There were 2 wins before that, beating Skyline 5-0, and beating Huron 6-3. They lost over at Lenawee. That was at the Arctic Coliseum. That was a 4-2 loss. Then they won the first 4 in a row, 4-3 over Riverview Cabrini, 5-2 over Divine Shell, 8-3 over Riverview Cabrini, and 2-1 over Saline. Pioneer will play Saline next. That will be at 7 o'clock this coming Friday. They also have a showcase happening on the 23rd, that down at Adrian. We will not be able to cover that one, as we will not be in town for that, unfortunately. But if you can get out, Arrington Ice Arena is a beautiful venue. We broadcast for the Michigan women's hockey team several times up there, so we would get down there, check that out. And we would love to hear that there was a full crowd out there. Taking a look at the top point leaders for Pioneer. Number 1 is Max Commuton. He has 16 points on 7 goals and 9 assists. Number 2 is Yang. He has 4 goals and 5 assists for 9 points. Number 3 is a tie, 2 people there. Armstrong has 7 points on 5 goals and 2 assists, as well as Nolan Miller, who has 7 points on 3 goals and 4 assists. Then taking a look at tied for the number 5 spot is Sanborn with 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points, as well as Friedman, who has 1 goal and 5 assists for 6 points. So that is your points leader for Pioneer. We don't have full stats for the last couple games, so I'm not going to go over the full game stats. But taking a look over at Grosse Ile, they are 7-1, so same number of wins, 1 less loss than Pioneer. They beat Gibraltar Charleston to start off the season on November 22nd, 5-0. They beat Riverview Cabrini 5-3, fairly comparable with the wins that Pioneer had there. They beat Huron 7-1, that back on December 2nd, that over at the Kennedy Recreation Center. They played a couple games in Gaylord on December 8th. They were played Big Rapids. Big Rapids beat them 4-2. Then they beat Chelsea then on Saturday up at Gaylord. That was a 5-1 win there. Then they beat they beat Roosevelt 5-1 then on December 13th. Then they beat Woodhaven 8-0 on December 16th, and then 13-0 versus New Boston United back on the 19th. So we'll see exactly what that entails. Taking a look at that New Boston United game, it was 7 goals in the first for Grosse Ile, 6 in the second. Obviously, they had an 8-goal differential, so they did not play the third. Grosse Ile was 2 for 2 on the power play, serving 2 penalty minutes. New Boston United 0 for 1, serving 4 penalty minutes. Your scores for Grosse Ile is Cuccinella had a goal and an assist to Stoney, a goal and an assist to Pace, a goal and an assist to Rowan. Pace actually had 3 assists, by the way. 2 assists to Coella, and Gurney had 2 goals and 5 assists. Oliver had an assist. 2 goals for Rathel. 2 goals and 3 assists for Hovis. 2 assists for Floyd. 3 goals and 1 assist for Hubler. And 1 goal and 2 assists for Worsley. It was between the pipes 17 minutes for Mooney and 17 minutes for Thompson. We'll see exactly who ends up in net tonight. No items reported for New Boston United. Take a look at the top point getters for Grosse Ile. It is Gurney who has 29 points at 15 goals and 14 assists. Hubler has 25 points at 12 goals and 13 assists. Hovis has 17 points at 7 goals and 10 assists. Jaworski has 11 points on 1 goal and 10 assists. And then checking in it, tied at the number 4 spot is Worsley, who has 11 points on 5 goals and 6 assists. Take a look as we're getting warmed up here. Pioneer is in their white home jerseys with the dark purple across the shoulders, numbers in dark purple on the back and on the sleeves, and they have the Pioneer logo on the front. Grosse Ile has what looks very, very similar to the Red Wings jersey when they played in, I believe it was the last Winter Classic. So they have a red top and bottom, white stripes across the middle, and then we have right across, they have Grosse Ile on the front. They have Devils across the front as they are the Red Devils. So, take a look at scoring. Grosse Ile has 17 more points than their opponents in the first, 19-2. They have 20 more points, 20 more goals than their opponents in the second, 22-2. And then they have 5 more goals than their opponents in the third, 11-6. They have 52 goals. Their opponents have 10. If you chip in 84 assists, the Red Devils have 36 in points, as opposed to their opponents who have 11 assists, so 21 points. Taking a look, the combined save percentage by Grosse Ile is .941, and they have a 1.25 goals against average. The opponents have a .878 save percentage and a 5.12 goals against average. So we'll see exactly what comes of all of that. Again, we want to thank you for joining us. As we're getting ready, we'll play a few messages from the MHSAA, and then we will be back with a little Metro League action here at Grosse Ile at Pioneer.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game, that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job.
Experts in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. You go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult and even kids treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official. No one has the right to abuse game officials, so before you word something out about that ex-coach, consider this. About the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the Health and Safety page of the MHSA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the Health and Safety page of MHSA.com. The message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports. As players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played. To feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
We are live here at the Ann Arbor High School, where it is your Pioneer men's hockey team taking on Grosse Ile, the Red Devils. We want to thank all the wonderful, amazing sponsors of Pioneer men's varsity hockey. That includes Align Chiropractic Center, Alpha, Coney, Ann Arbor Door Systems, the Ann Arbor High School, Ann Arbor Running Company, Big George's Home Appliance Mart, Carlisle Grill, DW Skate Shop, Edwards and Schaefer Orthodontics, Franklin Templeton, John A. Populus and Company, Finland Creative, Liberty Dental, Dr. Kristen Johnson, DDS, Midwest Graphics, Paint Nail Bar, Ron's Garage, Stadium Hardware, Standard Printing, Terry Lloyd and Company, Real Estate Agent Angie Smith, VetCom, Washington Dairy, and Washington Promise co-founder Bob Ufer. Again, it's 7-2 Pioneer as they have 2 more games this week. They have a game on Friday. We should be able to broadcast that, fingers crossed. That will be versus Celine's second battle versus Celine. They beat Celine earlier, 2-1. Celine's going to be looking for some big revenge on that game. So we'd love to see all sorts of Pioneer fans out here for that game. That will be 7 o'clock on Friday. Then they are going to be at Barrington Ice Arena. On Saturday, we will not be able to broadcast that game, so we will not be in town that day. But please feel free. Make sure you come out. As we said, Barrington Ice Arena is a beautiful facility, and that will do it until the new year, where Pioneer will play here at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube on the 10th. As for some reason, I'm not sure why my Wi-Fi Wi-Fi is having issues here. It should be okay. There we go. Okay, well, we'll just keep our fingers crossed. It's been kind of popping in and out of me a little bit, so we're going to hope that it'll be all right. Anyway, they play Jackson here on the 10th of January. That is going to be a 5 p.m. game. So that is the next game after the new year. Taking look 7-1 Grosse Ile here. They are going to, this is their last game before the end of the year. They will be, their next game is January 4th versus New Boston United, a team that they just beat 13-0. As we are coming down to it, is the clock counting down. I'm not sure if we'll get an ice resurfacing before the starting lineups. Probably not, it looks like. We should be getting going quickly. Everyone picking up the pucks. Some captains have already talked with the officials. And we are getting ready to go here. Pioneer all gathered around. The goal to our left. Pioneer will be going from left to right here in the first period. Both of these teams on good runs to start off the season. They will both like to keep that run going. Pick up a couple spots in the Metro League. This is big Metro League action between these two squads. 17 minutes up on the clock. Everyone trying to get all the pucks taken care of. Folks coming in. We have a good deal of folks from Grosse Ile who've made the trip wearing their red clothing here. Pioneer is having lots of folks coming in still. Parents to our left. So good crowd here on a Wednesday night. As public address announcer now hops on to the mic. Here's the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Grosse Ile Red Devils. As Ovis starting for Grosse Ile. Bugler skates out starting for Grosse Ile. As Gurney skates out, top point leader for the Red Devils. Cole comes out skating to the blue line, starting defender. Worsley skates out, the other starting defender for the Red Devils. As Chesser is in the goal. Head coach is Jason Dubin, assistant coaches Matt Cobb and David Megalati. Now for Pioneer. Yang starting for Pioneer on the front line, skates out. Armstrong skates to the blue line. Sean Stone starting center for Pioneer. Kresge comes out starting blue liner for Pioneer. Friedman skates out the other starting blue liner, and between the pipes, it is Houston. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, the playing of the national anthem. Head coach, for Pioneer, Drew Collins, assistant coaches Harrison Neiman, Jason Pischke. we are getting ready to go. 17 minutes up on the clock. So I get my hat and my headset back on here. Pioneer getting their equipment on. They're going left to right here in the opening period. Both teams with 7 wins. Pioneer with 1 extra loss, 2 losses versus 1 loss. We'll see exactly what that means coming up next. Stresser down to our right. Houston will go down to our left. Pioneers versus the Red Devils. And we have 17 minutes up on the clock for period 1. The officials come to center ice. And we are ready to get going. We've had a little bit of internet connectivity issues, but it seems to snap back fairly quickly. We'll keep our fingers crossed that if anything, any kind of pixelation happens, we'll get right back to it. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear my play-by-play. So it seems like my entire life is searching for internet connection, but that's okay. We knew that would be what we would end up doing a good couple decades ago. In to take the face-off. And pulled back by the Red Devils, fed down the far side, trying to steal it away as Kresge picked up, trying to make their way in is Gurney. Gurney has it on the far circle and sent into the near corner, trying to pull it away, and it comes right back behind the goal into the far corner. Kresge trying to pull that back. Now racing along outside the far circle, that chipped. Pioneer not able to get it out of the zone as that comes right back behind the net. Trying to pull it away, Kresge, that fed all the way back to that far point. Shot there, deflects by Hovis, and comes out in front, cleared all the way back to the blue line. There's a shot by Gurney, knocked down, trying to make their way top of the near circle. The puck, another shot saved by Houston. The puck comes outside the near circle. As Grosse Ile with a number of shots to start off, keeping the action down in the Pioneer end. Pull back, Gurney outside the far circle, trying to knock it away as Armstrong, the puck into the far corner. Sean Stone trying to poke that back down. Kresge feeds it back into the far corner. The puck right back behind the Pioneer goal. As that is fed right back to the blue line, held in by Worsley, put into the near corner. Friedman sends it around the boards. Picked up outside the near circle by Yang, now trying to feed it back. Picked up and coming down the far boards is Armstrong. Armstrong takes it outside the near circle. Armstrong into the far corner with it. Puck goes right back behind Chesser, now sent in along the far boards. Rowe holds it in there. Rowe sends it outside the far circle. Loose on the far circle. Pioneer trying to get it into the slot. Now coming over top of the near circle. Commute has it. Outside the near circle, Commute puts it into the near corner, coming in. There's couldn't quite pull the trigger on that one as the defense knocked it right back. Rowe trying to hold it in. Brandon Stone had it. Now Commute top of the far circle. That deflected off of a skate coming down the near boards. His pace for Grosse Ile gets it through the neutral zone. Picked up at the blue line. Rowe sends it. Puck loose right at center ice. Tipped, trying to grab it. Brendan Stone, that knocked right back to Rowe. Rowe feeds it down the far boards. Then slips back into the Grosse Ile end. Picked up by Stoney, who puts it into the far corner. Now Stoney back behind his own goal. 14:37 left to go here in the first. Scoreless so far. The puck into the near corner in the Grosse Ile zone. Picked up, Sutton fires it onto the far circle. A shot that gets deflected out in front. Oh, Pioneer with an opportunity, but couldn't get it in the net. The puck onto the far circle. Commute racing over to get it. That's sent back into the neutral zone. Sanborn trying to bring it back in. The puck to center. Now sent back into the Grosse Ile air. Picked up by Stoney, fired in along the far boards. That deflects right to center ice. There's a broken stick out on the ice, causing some issues. Here comes Grosse Ile outside the far circle with that shot, and a save by Houston. As that was a shot there by Soniak. With the red stripes and the red numbers, I'm having a little bit of difficulty picking up the Grosse Ile numbers, so forgive me for that. The puck coming back into the neutral zone, picked up by Talby. Talby feeds it down the far boards. Grosse Ile sends it back deep. Houston puts it into the far corner where Sanborn tries to get it away from Soniak. The puck top of the far circle. Loose, now brought into the neutral zone. Garcia feeds it ahead, coming in. Here comes Pioneer as Nolan Miller into the near corner with it. Nolan Miller fires it to Garcia back behind the goal. That puck tipped away. Now comes outside the near circle. Trying to bring it ahead, Grosse Ile. And deflected off. Back to the near point. Miller trying to hold it in. And puck all the way back into the Pioneer zone. That will be icing. And head back into the Grosse Ile end. 13:20 left to go here in the first. Scoreless first period so far. Face-off will be in the Grosse Ile zone. Looks like they're going to put that in the near circle, I believe. We'll see. Yep. So 13:20 left to go here. As Sean Stone in to take the face-off in that near circle at the Chesser's right. There's a shot, gets deflected. Yang with the shot, then up into the netting. 13:14 left to go here in the first. Pioneers had a couple opportunities. No shots on goal on the big board yet. They've all been blocked. Face-off comes over to the far face-off circle. As Hubler in to take the face-off versus Sean Stone. That puck on the far circle, trying to come in with it. Pioneer into the far corner. That puck comes outside the near circle, trying to pick it up is Grosse Ile. They send it all the way down into the Pioneer zone. Joff trying to get to it before Gurney can. Joff and along the endboards of his own zone. That comes down to the far circle. Trying to get it out there is Yang, but that's held in by Hovis into the near corner. Trying to pull that away is Hubler. Puck outside the near circle. Now Pioneer brings it over their own zone, fed ahead. Now ricochets off the near boards back into the Grosse Ile zone. They try to get it out. Now with it onto the near circle was Yang. That pulled back, poked away by Ovis. Banked along the far boards, and here comes Gurney. Gurney, top of the far circle. Gurney makes a move, coming over, shot and scores. Gurney continues his team high in points as he scores. That in the first period. So Grosse Ile scores Gurney with the goal. That at 12:26. We'll see if there's an assist on that. Grosse Ile takes the 1-0 lead. Face off right at center ice. Hubler in to take the face off. As Commute trying to get that puck right to the blue line, breaking it down in along the near boards is Worsley. Worsley gets it through the neutral zone over to Gurney, pulled away by Commute. The puck right at the blue line for Grosse Ile. Battle for it right in front of this Grosse Ile bench, trying to dig it off the boards. Pioneer trying to get it back into the Grosse Ile zone. Here comes Pioneer, high slot, trying to get through traffic. That knocked away. Red Devils have it, as that's Hovis who sends it all the way around into the far corner. Set back into the near corner. Now outside the near circle. Pioneer trying to get to it. 11:50 left to go. Here in the first, 1-0. As Grosse Ile with the lead, the puck on the far circle of the Pioneer zone. Commute trying to knock it away. Held in by Gurney. Gurney takes a shot and bounces off the dasher. And the end boards deflected right towards Houston. Picked up now. Here comes Pioneer. Over their own blue line, Commute coming down the near boards. Commute has that poke checked away. Here comes the Red Devils down the near boards of the neutral zone. Grabbing it, coming in is Pace. Pace gains the zone outside the near circle. There's a shot put into the far corner by Roman. Deflected right back by Oliver. Now moved around by Commute back behind his own goal. The puck right back behind the Pioneer goal. Now there's a shot. Houston trying to save it out in front of it. Goes down on a dive. Able to cover up that puck. 11:06 left to go here in the first. Grosse Ile 1, Pioneer 0. Gurney able to get the opening salvo at 12:26 for Grosse Ile. The puck into the near corner. Raz with it, slips right back behind Houston into the far corner. Rowe has it. Rowe ahead to Peterson, trying to get it out of the zone. That's held in. Houston with the save. The puck into the far corner. Roman has it there. Roman gets it back to the far point. Held in. There's a shot sticked into the near corner. Stoney took that shot. The puck back to the near point. Pioneer trying to dig it outside of the near circle as Rowe tries to peel that away. Poked right back behind. Now coming down the far boards. Nolan Miller gets it back into the neutral zone. In along the near boards, the Red Devils have to reset as they fire it back deep as Dvorsky puts it right back behind the Pioneer goal. Rez trying to dig it out of there as Roman has it into the far corner. Chipped out in front. Here comes Pioneer down the far boards. They get it back into the neutral zone. Rez trying to peel that away. Right at center ice, and that will be a whistle. That is going to be a hooking call on Pioneer. As Rez goes into the box at 10:15. So, Pioneer shorthanded now down 1-0. Puck into the far corner. Sanborn with it, trying to peel it out of there. Cole trying to get it out as well from Grosse Ile. Also knocking in there, Hubler. Still digging now. Armstrong trying to get it out of the zone. Held in at the far point. Gurney sends it top of the far circle. Skating in, there's a shot and a save by Houston. 9:57 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Grosse Ile with the lead. Face off again to Houston's left in the far face-off circle. 1 minute 42 seconds left in the power play for Grosse Ile. As that puck loose on the far circle, trying to pull it away is Sanborn. Cole gets it back to Gurney at the far point. Back top of the far circle, trying to skate in with it is Pace. Pace gets it back to Gurney. High slide shot, deflected out in front. The puck loose on the far circle, sent back to the blue line, but held in. Coming in, Dvorsky with a shot that just goes wide. All the way back to Gurney, high slot. Gurney moves it, top of the far circle. Backhanded shot as Houston another save. The puck loose underneath the far circle. Trying to pull it around and control. Gurney gets it, top of the near circle. Now sent back, Gurney, high slot shot. That got knocked down. Cole trying to get to it, but then sent all the way back into the Grosse Ile zone. 9:11 left to go here in the first. 55 seconds left in the Grosse Ile power play. They have the lead 1-0. Here comes Gurney. That deflects away. Loose as Grosse Ile will have to clear the zone and sent all the way back into the Grosse Ile end. Picked up by Gurney. Back behind his goal with 40 seconds left to go. In the penalty kill for Pioneer. Gurney in along the near boards. Racing ahead is Hubler. Hubler comes outside the near circle. Hubler into the near corner. Hubler back behind, trying to stuff it in. That puck back behind the goal. Kresge fires it all the way around. Hubler at the far point. Over to Gurney. Gurney feeds it top of the near circle for Dvorsky. That close save by Houston. 8:32 left to go here in the first. 1-0. Grosse Ile with the lead over Pioneer. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. 17 seconds left in the power play to Grosse Ile. Face-off circle, trying to see, I believe, pulled away, as that was Sutton taking the face-off loose in the slot, trying to pull it away as Peterson, then coming out in front. Oh, loose, covered up by Houston, as he made the save, slipped to his right, he got that pad tight against that post, and was able to get his glove over and cover it up. 6 seconds left to go in the power play to Grosse Ile. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. Sutton in to take the face-off. Oliver on the other side. Now that puck right towards the goal, covered up. Houston getting a quick glove on it. 3 seconds left to go in the power play. 13 shots on goal by the Red Devils. They don't have any up by Pioneer as of yet. Face-off in the near face-off circle again. That puck loose underneath the near circle, goes into the near corner. Roman trying to get it back to the near point. Held in there. Talby with a shot that got deflected and covered up by Houston. Pioneer back to full strength now. 5-on-5 hockey. 8:08 left to go here in the first. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That'll be to Houston's right again. Again, Oliver in there to take the face-off this time versus Kamutin. That goes off the back wall, coming back into the far corner, picked up there. Fed ahead, knocked away from Pioneer, brought right back in by Hovis, but that will be offsides. That'll come back out into the near face-off circle just outside the Pioneer zone. Mutant again in to take the face-off. Oliver on the other side. Puck drop loose at the Pioneer blue line, brought in by Hovis. Hovis trying to get past, shot there, covered up in a save by Houston. 7:49 left to go. That'll bring the face-off back into the Pioneer end. Pioneer had some extended pressure in just a little bit ago, but Grosse Ile has kept it down in this end for the last several minutes, including that power play, but continuing on. Pioneer banks it off the near boards, racing ahead with it, trying to get it is Nolan Miller, that loose and right off, trying to cover it up, not able to. Was Chesser. Now here comes Grosse Ile coming ahead with it. Roman over center ice. Roman gains the zone. Roman outside the near circle with it. Deep into the Pioneer end. He's checked off of the puck. That puck rims all the way around outside the far circle. Jones trying to get to it. Loose underneath the far circle. Now picked up. Kresge coming down the near boards. And puck trying to pull it away. Garcia holding it in. Talaby gets it into the near corner. Nolan Miller gets it back to Garcia outside the near circle. Here comes Pioneer fed ahead over their own blue line. Through center ice. Nolan Miller comes in top of the near circle. Nolan Miller now goes right back behind the goal. The puck into the far corner. Jones trying to get to it. Lifted back into the neutral zone. Pioneer has to. Well, that'll be an offsides. Pioneer can't touch up in time. They'll bring that face-off through the far face-off circle just outside of the Grosse Ile zone. 6:52 left to go. Here in the first, 1-0 Grosse Ile with the lead. Sean Stone in to take the face-off. And comes back to the blue line. Rowe has it. Fired down the far boards. Gathered up top of the far circle by Grosse Ile. And comes in along the near boards as Raythel gets it right back behind the Pioneer goal into the far corner. Coelho trying to pull that away. Pioneer rimmed it all the way over to Yang outside the near circle. Yang trying to get that back and away from Jaworski. The puck right back behind the goal. Now Rez has it there. Outside the far circle, that slips right back into the neutral zone. Taken, Stoney right at his own blue line, gets it over to Jaworski. That knockdown, here comes Pioneer. Armstrong gets into the zone. Armstrong outside the near circle. And puck right back behind the goal and covered up. 6:10 left to go here in the first. 1-0. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face-off in the near face-off circle. That is going to be to Chester's left. Coming in to take the face-off. Vince Hubler on the other side. As Brendan Stone trying to peel that away. The puck banks off the far boards in the neutral zone. Raz back in his own zone. Ricochets have been held in by Gurney. Gurney, top of the far circle. Puck loose. Now here comes Pioneer. Through the neutral zone. Coming down. Here comes Sutton. Sutton onto the near circle. Sutton back behind his own goal. Sutton underneath the far circle. That chipped away from him into the far corner. Cole trying to peel that away. Loose on the far circle, picked up by Sutton, feeds it right back to Commute, back behind the goal. Commute trying to peel it off the boards, the puck outside, the near circle whistle. There is going to be an interference call coming up at 5:34. And at 5:34, that is going to be a Grosse Ile penalty as Worsley goes into the box for 2 minutes. Pioneer with their first power play of the game. And at 5:34, down by 1. Sean Stone in to take the face-off. Commute just to his right. That puck held in by Brendan Stone. Sent top of the far circle. Kresge with the shot there. Goes right back behind the goal. Sean Stone trying to get it into the near corner. And puck loose outside the near circle. Sean Stone trying to shovel it back. Back to the near point. Here comes Commute. Commute has that poked off of his stick. Still racing it now. That deflects it along the near boards. Grosse Ile fires it all the way down. Then will go back deep into the Pioneer zone. Kresge will collect it right back behind his own goal with 1 minute 30 seconds left to go in the power play. Ricocheted off the near boards. Now fired right back in by Jaworski. Puck picked up by Kresge back behind his own goal. Gretzky waits for everyone to get set. Now comes down the near boards. Gretzky bringing it ahead. Feeds it over. Trying to fire it ahead. Is Armstrong. That deflected right back into the neutral zone. Sutton has it. Sutton spins with it in the neutral zone, trying to make sure everyone has touched up. Sutton brings it in, and nonetheless, offsides call. 4:36 left to go here in the first. 1-0. Grosse Ile with the lead. 1:03 left to go in the Pioneer power play. Pioneer trying to get this game tied up. Face off. Nolan Miller in to take the face off. And comes all the way back. Picked up by Cole. Cole fires it all the way back deep into the Pioneer end. Racing back. Gurney trying to get to it. Tipped into the near corner by Houston. Gurney still battling back there. Sanborn trying to dig it away. And Armstrong trying to come in. Gurney right out in front. Has it poked away. Loose in the slot. Here comes Pioneer down the near boards. Armstrong races into the zone with it outside the near circle. Armstrong back behind Sutton and along the end boards trying to pull that away. And there's a quartet of players, a quintet of players now trying to dig it off of the boards and along the end boards. Cole trying to keep that pin with the skate. 25 seconds left to go. Still digging, still trying to get that from Cole's skate. Now they finally blow the whistle. 20 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. 3:54 left to go in the first. 1-0. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. Nolan Miller in to take the face-off. And comes all the way back. High slot. Sanborn moves it to Yang. Yang top of the near circle over to the far circle. Shot and a save by Jesser. 3:46 left to go here in the first. 13 seconds left in the Pioneer power play. Grosse Ile 1, Pioneer nothing. 15 shots on goal by the Red Devils, 2 by Pioneer. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Nolan Miller versus Gurney, 2 11s in to take the face-off. That puck into the far circle down. Backhanded back, trying to hold it in his Armstrong. That slips into the neutral zone. Sanborn trying to poke it back ahead. Now Armstrong shoveling it. That picked up by Sutton, who sends it onto the far circle. Gathered up. Here comes Gurney down the near boards of the neutral zone. Gets it into the Pioneers' hand. Gurney back to the near point. Gurney trying to fire it out in front. That grab, Dvorsky puts it outside the far circle. Picked up there by Talby. Talby back behind the Pioneer goal. Armstrong trying to dig it away there. Outside the far circle, Armstrong fires it all the way back into the Grosse Ile zone. Penalty as expected for Grosse Ile. Dvorsky has it in his own zone, sends it down the near boards, trying to get it over to Rayful. There is a whistle. .01 left to go here in the first. 1-0 Grosse Ile with the lead. It's Pioneer penalty. That one to Peterson. I didn't get the call. That at 3:01. Pioneer on the penalty kick. And puck outside the far circle. Gathered up there. Trying to make his way in as Hugler puts it underneath the far circle. That poked out in front. Loose. And that goes right back behind the goal, all the way back to the near point. Could tell as that coming ahead. Here comes Gurney. Gurney gains his own. Good job by Commute to poke that away. Commute coming down the far boards, trying to get back behind the defense. Commute on the far circle. Commute and stop. Shoot. Oh, that one knocked away into the far corner. Beautiful attempt by Commute. And a good save by Chesser. Puck right back behind. Good opportunity on a short-handed goal by Commute. Here comes Grosse Ile. Gurney over his own blue line, coming through center ice. Gurney has it top of the far circle. Gurney moves it over. Now coming in near circle, shot that covered up as Otis with a shot. Houston able to get the save. 2:03 left to go here in the first. Red Devils 1, Pioneer nothing. 1:02 left to go in the power play for Grosse Ile. Face off in the near face off circle to Houston's right. Armstrong in to take the face off. Hugler on the other side. As that puck comes back to the near point, Dvorsky bringing it deep into the near corner. Armstrong trying to knock it away. Edwards back there as well. Armstrong deflects it off the near boards. That picked up, fired by Cole. Deflects off outside of the far circle. Brought right back. As Worsley gets it back to the near point, there's a blast by Gurney from the high spot. Deflects into the near corner. Gathered up there by Cole, trying to get it out in front. Now Armstrong has it back behind his own goal. Held in, now fired back all the way. Racing back to get it is Yang. Yang comes in along the end boards. Yang back underneath the near circle, trying to get to that puck. Goal back away. Dvorsky has it back behind his own goal. Dvorsky through the slot, coming down the near boards, gets it to Hubler, then back. Back to Hubler, down the near boards. Hubler gains the zone. Hubler outside the near circle. Hubler goes into the near corner. Edwards trying to mark him. That puck fired and cleared all the way down the ice. 6 seconds left in the Grosse Ile power play. 1:04 left to go here in the first. 1-0, Grosse Ile with the lead. Pioneer back to full strength. 57 seconds left to go. As that brought in by Gurney, he takes a big check up into the far corner, loose on the far circle. Here comes Pioneer. Garcia down the far boards. Garcia is knocked off the puck, trying to go the other direction. Is Rayful picked up at center ice, and here comes Pioneer. Kresge gains his own top of the near circle. Kresge into the near corner. 36 seconds left to go in the first. Kresge trying to dig it out of the near corner. Now Jones trying to pull that away. The puck sent along the far boards, back into the neutral zone, but chipped right back into the Grosse Ile end. Now Dvorsky feeds it ahead. Rayful fires it all the way back deep into the Pioneer zone. Covered up by Houston with 18.1 seconds left to go in the first. Grosse Ile 1, Pioneer nothing. 18 seconds left to go here in the first. Face-off will be to Houston's right in the near face-off circle. 17 shots on goal already against Houston. He saved 16 of them. Commute trying to take the face-off outside the near circle. That coming down with it. Commute, 13 seconds left to go. Popped away back into the neutral zone. And a whistle. I believe they'll make that offsides. They'll come outside of Grosse Ile zone. No, that's going to be a penalty, excuse me. Hooking the call. And that's going to be a penalty to Grosse Ile. Hooking is going to be on Talby at 9.9 seconds left to go. So Pioneer with a very short power play here in the first. Then they will, unless they score, they'll continue it in the second. Sean Stone trying to win that face-off, comes into the near corner, 6 seconds left to go. Worsley just trying to pin it against the boards, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it. That is the end of the first period. 1-0 is the lead by Grosse Ile. Pioneer, though, has a 1-minute, 51-second power play to start off the second period. We'll play some messages from the MHSAA, and we will be right back with your second period action. You're watching Pioneer Men's Hockey, brought to you by Harbor Broadcasting.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle and offers it to you? Let's hope no. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Third Insurance. The applicants will be converted for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult and even kids treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials, so before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. About the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries. Less opportunity for emotional burnout. Exposure to different kids and coaches. Exposure to different roles. And learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the Health and Safety page of the MHSA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the Health and Safety page of MHSA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, learning the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports. As players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played. To feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
versus Grosse Ile. Grosse Ile has the 1-0 lead here at the first intermission. They got that lead by Gurney scoring at 12:26 left to go in the first as Grosse Ile took the lead. Then there was a Pioneer penalty. That was a hooking call to Rez at 10:15. Then it was a penalty for interference that to Worsley for Grosse Ile at 5:34. Then it was a Pioneer penalty that to interference to Peterson at 3:01. Then a hooking call to Grosse Ile that with 9.9 seconds left to go. Talby took that penalty, so Pioneer will have a 1-minute 51-second power play to start off the second. Again, Grosse Ile with the 1-0 lead. 7 wins by both of these teams. Pioneer 7-2, Grosse Ile 7-1. Grosse Ile carrying, probably riding more in the Pioneer zone. Pioneer will look to try and counter that in this next period. As they're just about done with the ice resurfacing. And we will have our second period action coming up here. 17 minutes up on the clock. As they'll take one more pass with the Zamboni. Nice holiday colors there. A little Coca-Cola logo, green and red. A very festive Zamboni right now. A good crowd. Lots of folks came down from Grosse Ile. This is the first time we've seen them this season. We should be back up at Kennedy Ice Arena to play them. If I take a look at our schedule here, we will be playing them. That will be on February 10th over at Kennedy Ice Arena. That is a 7:30 p.m. game. So that's when we play these folks next, the Red Devils. We do want to thank all the wonderful, amazing sponsors of Pioneer Men's Hockey. That includes Orion Chiropractic Center, Alpha Coney, Ann Arbor Door Systems, the Ann Arbor Ice Cube, the Ann Arbor Running Company, Big George's Home Appliance Mart, Carlisle Grill, DW Skate Shop, Edwards and Schaefer Orthodontics, Franklin Templeton, John A. Populus and Company, Kindling Creative, Liberty Dental, Dr. Kristen Johnson, DDS, Midwest Graphics, Paint Nail Bar, Ron's Garage, Stadium Hardware, Standard Printing, Terry Lloyd and Company Real Estate Agent Angie Smith, Ventcom, Washtenaw Dairy, and Washtenaw Promise, co-founder Bob Huford. As the officials back out on the ice, they'll get the nets put back on their moorings. The Red Devils, Grosse Ile, gathered around the door to our right, waiting to hit the ice. Pioneer, we don't see them yet to our left, but they should be out briefly. As we are getting ready to go, here comes Grosse Ile out onto the ice. They'll be going left to right as Chesser skates down to our left. Pioneer right to left here in this second period. 17 shots on goal by Grosse Ile, 3 by Pioneer. Pioneer will look to try and flip that script. Houston has had a lot of shots to deal with in the first. As Grosse Ile gets warmed up, Pioneer should be, here they come. As Pioneer will get set and come out the door to our left. Both nets put back on the mooring, and we are just about ready to get going here for second period action. We're live from the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. Again, we are occasionally having a little bit of internet connectivity. It seems to snap back pretty darn quickly for us, though, so hopefully keep our fingers crossed. You can deal with that, and hopefully you have my play-by-play the whole time with it. So Pioneers skating, getting ready. Houston will head down to our right. So again, Pioneer will be back in action Friday, Big game versus Saline. Pioneer beats Saline 2-1. The first contest with them, Saline is going to be looking to bounce back, get a big win versus Pioneer. So that is 7 o'clock on Friday. Then they will be at Arrington Ice Arena. I don't have a time yet on Saturday. We will not be able to broadcast that game. But we should, as long as everything goes well, have the game on Friday for you. I'll thank Christina Wiseman, my camera person, with me today. For Pioneer, Camuton, Kresge, Friedman, Sean Stone, and Armstrong out there. In to take the face-off is Hubler for the Red Devils. Comes back and along the near boards. Kresge trying to get it through center ice, then back into the Grosse Ile zone. And Pioneer with the power play. So they have the extra attack. All the way back into the Pioneer zone. Racing back to get it is Hovis. Takes a shot off the side of the net. Brought right back in along the near boards. Here comes Pioneer. Kresge down the near boards of the neutral zone. Fires that. And we'll go into the near corner, but that's going to be icing fired from the wrong side of center ice. And we'll go all the way back into the Pioneer zone. 1 minute, 24 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. 6:33 left to go in the second. 1-0, Grosse Ile with the lead. Hubler in to take the face-off in the near face-off circle. Looks like Camuton on the other side. Into the near corner. Kresge has it there. Kresge back behind his own goal. Kresge coming down the far boards. Kresge moves it over. Here comes Sean Stone through center ice. Sean Stone gets it over to Friedman. Top of the near circle. Friedman backhanded shot. Saved by Chester. Another shot. Chester with another save. Still loose. Banging away at it. Now that fired all the way down the ice by Grosse Ile to get it into the near corner. 1 minute left on that power play for Pioneer. 1-0, Grosse Ile with the lead. 6:05 left to go. Here comes Kresge down the far boards. Kresge into center ice, chips it ahead. Pioneer trying to get in outside the far circle. That pinned away. Grosse Ile fires it all the way back. 44 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. Sanborn picks it up back behind his goal. Sanborn coming down the near boards. Sanborn over center ice. Sanborn chips it ahead. Here comes Sutton. Sutton, top of the near circle. Sutton trying to fire down it, but Sutton scores! Catches the top right-hand corner, and Sutton makes it. The power play goal makes it 1-1. Beautifully placed shot as Chester really couldn't do anything about it. Perfectly placed shot, upper right-hand corner. Not sure about any assists on that, but Pioneer has it all knotted up. Power play goal on that one. And we'll mark that. As again, little internet connectivity, but hopefully you'll be able to see that goal, and it cleans up right with that. The puck back and along the near boards, trying to get to it. Nolan Miller fires it back deep. The puck into the far corner, trying to get it back there. Dvorsky gathered up as Grosse Ile gets it back into the neutral zone. Rowe trying to fire it right back in. Dvorsky has it outside the far circle. Dvorsky chips it that all the way back into the neutral zone. Now firing it right back in. Pioneer able to touch up the puck right back behind. Dvorsky into the near corner, gathering it. Stoney brings it down the near boards. Pioneer trying to hold it in at the near point as Floyd sends it all the way back to the blue line. Sanborn and Yang on the assist. 1-1 is our score. 14:56 left to go here in the first. Shots on goal. Pioneer now has 5 versus 17 for Grosse Ile. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle, just outside of the Grosse Ile zone. Sean Stone in to take the face-off versus Hubler. Comes back to center ice. Fired in deep by Rez. That puck right back behind the goal. Into the far circle. Now trying to bring it up. Rez trying to chip it right back in. Grosse Ile right at center ice. Down the near boards, bringing it ahead. Chipped right back is Cuccinella trying to take a shot there. Puck pulled back behind by Sean Stone underneath the far circle. Sean Stone trying to get it out of the zone. That comes right back into the near corner. Trying to pull that away is Rathel back outside the near circle. Gathered up. Trying to put it in. Roman has it outside the near circle. Quartet of players trying to pull that away. That comes back into the neutral zone. Fired right back in deep. picked up back behind his own goal is Rez. Rez trying to pull it away from Roman. Roman trying to dig into the near corner with it. 14:03 left to go here in the second. 1-1 is our score. Three players trying to dig at it into that near corner. Still trying to pull that away. Rifle in there. Comes right back behind Rez. Now rips it along the near boards. Trying to get it out of the zone. The puck banked off the far boards back into the neutral zone. But a whistle. That is going to be a Grosse Ile penalty as a little bit like hooking there. So we'll put that down. Hooking or roughing. That at 13:43. Pioneer right back on the power play as Pace goes into the box. Face-off will be back in the Grosse Ile zone. Pioneer, as power play, they were able to get this game tied up. They'll look to take the lead, whereas Grosse Ile will look for a short-handed goal here as the puck into the far corner. Kirby trying to win that one. Here comes Armstrong, top of the near circle. That deflects back to Dawn the glass, back behind the goal. Sutton into the near corner. He scored that game-time goal for Pioneer. Now Armstrong in along the near boards. Armstrong trying to put it back deep into the near corner. Trying to pull that away back there. Hovis has it. Hovis fires it all the way down the ice. That was a cross-check. Would be what the penalty was. Picked up back behind by Yang. Yang coming down the far boards of the Pioneer zone through center ice. Knocked, has that puck knocked away in along the near boards. Grosse Ile trying to steal that as that was Gurney, who has, he is the lone scorer for Grosse Ile so far. He played a very good game. Sanborn chips it back deep into the far corner. Worsley has it along the edwards. That fed right back out and deep into the Pioneer zone. 12:50 left to go here in the first. 1-1 is our score. 1 minute, 3 seconds left in the Pioneer power play. Coming down the near boards. Yang gets it into the neutral zone. That's stolen away. Coming in. Here comes Worsley. He fires it right back. And sent back deep into his own zone. Trying to kill some time. Picked up back there by Cole. Back behind his own goal. 12:27 left to go. Cole brings it down. Fires it all the way down the ice. 40 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. Gurney trying to get to it. And into the far corner. Sanborn with it there. Sanborn heads through the slot. Sanborn puts it down the far boards, trying to feed it ahead is Nolan Miller now, trying to grab it. Brandon Stone, top of the near circle. Outside the near circle, that's sent right back down, fired deep by Grosse Ile. Houston will stop it back behind his own goal, picked up there by Armstrong. 14 seconds left to go. Pioneer might have one more opportunity coming down on the rush. Armstrong gains his own top of the far circle. Armstrong into the near corner. 4 seconds left to go on the power play. That brought right back behind. Now trying to feed it out in front was Commute. Friedman puts it onto the far circle. Grosse Ile back to full strength. Shot from the near circle. Now there's a shot by Armstrong. That deflects right back. Good save by Chesser. Up into the far corner. Trying to pull it away is Sean Stone. Gets it over to Commute. Commute trying to bring it along in that far corner. Now picked up there. Pioneer on the far circle. Shot there. And that comes all the way outside the near circle. Grosse Ile brings it over their own blue line. Coming down. Grosse Ile gains his own, trying to weave through traffic. And right back as Worsley had it, shot from the far circle into the near corner. 11:04 left to go. There's going to be a whistle. Penalty upcoming. At 11:03. That is a hooking call. Looks like Sean Stone into the box. As Grosse Ile will be on the power play for the next 2 minutes, barring any other action. 11:03 left to go here in the second. 1-1 is our score. Score in the first by Gurney put Grosse Ile up. Then Pioneer able to tie it on the power play. Sutton tying that one at 15:39 left in the second. Gurney has it, high slot. Gurney with a shot that deflects out in front, up into the netting. Will be a face-off in the Pioneer zone with 1:50 left to go in the power play for Grosse Ile. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That's going to be to the right of Houston. Reese in there to take the face-off versus, that is, I believe that's Holt in there. Comes back to the far point. There's Gurney with the blast from the high slot and a save by Houston. That was a wicked shot from just inside the blue line. Houston able to get a glove on it. 1 minute 46 seconds left to go here in the power play for the Red Devils. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Commute trying to win that one. Back to the near point. Digging, trying to hold it in. Grosse Ile puts it into the near corner. Finn Miller backhands it down the near boards. Commute trying to dig it out of the near corner. Battling a pair of Grosse Ile players. Comes back to the near point. Now Gurney, high slot. Save! And then they put it in. As Houston with the save, but that put in by Worsley. And it is now a 2-0 lead. Worsley with the goal and Gurney with the assist at 10:31. Good save by Houston, but the puck bounced off to his left, and Worsley was right there to capitalize and put it in. So goal by Grosse Ile, they now have the 2-1 lead. We'll pull the penalty off the board. Face-off right at center ice with 10:31 left to go. Sean Stone in to take the face-off. They'll come over, try and get that penalty up off the board. It's not easy to run the scoreboard, and it's all volunteers, so we appreciate what they do. They are not a simple device to work. So they got that penalty off the board. Now face-off right at center ice. Sean Stone up in along the near boards, trying to fire it ahead is Stoney. Fired right back into the neutral zone, picked up. Cole trying to get it into the zone. Yang trying to knock it away. Yang down the far boards, deflects it, but that fired right back to the Pioneer blue line. Set back, top of the near circle. Brought back by Jove. Jove moves it in along the far boards. Now fired all the way down. That is going to be icing and head back into the Pioneer end with 10:04 left to go here in the second. 2-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. They have a heavy shots on goal advantage, 20-6. Grosse Ile with a 14-shot lead. Face-off is going to be Houston's right in the far face-off circle. Sean Miller in to take the face-off. Oliver on the other side for Grosse Ile. Face-off comes into the far corner. Edwards trying to get it out of the zone. And puck right in along the end boards. Oliver with it. Oliver has that poked away. Loose underneath the far circle. Dow's trying to dig it away as Edwards. That puck trying to fire it out in front. Jove trying to knock it away. Won't settle down in the slot. Now moved over. Peterson trying to get to it. There's a shot by Coella. Loose it on, and they fire it and put it in. Yes, looks like Coella, I believe, may have gotten that one. And at 9:41, Grosse Ile capitalizes. Indeed, that was Coella who scored. And less than a minute between goals, Grosse Ile goes up 3-1 on Pioneer. Face-off right at center ice. Pioneer down 2 goals. To take the face-off. That comes back in along the far boards. Finn Miller trying to feed it ahead. And puck right at the Grosse Ile blue line. Knocked away coming in. The far circle. Commute with it. Commute into the far corner. Trying to pull that back. Brandon Stone trying to dig that away. Still digging in the far corner. Poked right back. Commute goes back behind the goal. Commute underneath the near circle. Commute trying to get away from traffic. That puck put back outside the far circle. Finn Miller trying to hold it in. Now Brandon Stone outside the far circle. Sutton trying to peel it out outside the far circle. Still digging. Now loose on the far circle. There's a shot. Sticked back into the near corner by Chesser. Picked up there as Gurney fires it all the way down the ice. Icing waved off as the puck into the far corner. Finn Miller trying to knock that away from Hovis. Puck loose in along the end boards. Now comes onto the far circle. Brendan Stone with it there. Brendan Stone rigged off the puck. Here comes Pioneer ahead. And sent right to center ice, trying to chip it ahead. Brendan Stone trying to get to it. Now that brought in by Grosse Ile. Centering it out. That grab and a goal by Gurney. As that was perfectly set up. Gurney with his second goal of the game. And it is now 4-1. Grosse Ile really feeling it as, again, that will be 1 minute and change later, and Grosse Ile now has 3 goals in the space of 2 minutes. So Gurney able to get that right out in front, made a nifty move and fired it in. Gurney has the points lead with good reason for Grosse Ile. Now Pioneer in a 3-goal hole. That puck pulled away. Trying to chip it ahead is Sean Stone, banked off the far boards. Now coming the other direction is Roman. Roman fires it deep into the near corner. And picked up. Trying to move it ahead down the boards. Rez has it back behind his own goal. Rez puts it into the far corner. And trying to pick that up. That fed in along the near boards. Trying to chip it ahead. 8:06 left to go here in the second. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. Here comes Pioneer down the near boards. Armstrong gains the zone, top of the near circle. Armstrong into the near corner. He's ridden off that puck. Rez trying to hold it in at the near point. Rez has shot that one off of his skate, trying to bring it ahead. Knocked away by Rogue, but picked up down the far boards by Floyd, who puts it deep into the Pioneer zone and covered up by Houston. 7:43 left to go here in the second. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face off in the far face-off circle. That puck loose, trying to bring it ahead. And it slipped right back out into the neutral zone, racing back to get it. Is Stoney. Stoney puts it down the near boards for the Red Devils, bringing it at his goal, but puts it deep into the near corner. Kresge trying to pull it in along the end boards. Moella trying to fire it out in front now. Here comes Pioneer. That pass just missed. Racing back to get it is Garcia outside the far circle. Stoney fires it ahead. Friedman has it in center ice for Pioneer. Friedman launches it back deep into the Grosse Ile zone. And off the side of the goal and covered up by Chesser. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. 3 goals in the space of 2 minutes and 2 seconds is them up on Pioneer. 7:08 left to go here in the second. Face off in the near face off circle. And to the right of Chesser. Oliver in to take the face off versus Commute. Commute trying to tip that away, loose top of the near circle. Kresge with the shot that deflects into the far corner. The official has to duck that puck. Sutton at the far point. Now, Brendan Stone puts it right back in along the end boards. Commute trying to get it, but that pulled away. Racing ahead with it is Cole. Cole down the near boards for Grosse Ile. Fires it back into the near corner. 6:46 left to go here in the second. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. Friedman trying to pull it out of the near corner. That puck. Comes back to the near point. Wouldn't go for Cole. Trying to knock it away is Sutton, who's lost his stick. The puck all the way back to center. Sutton goes back to get his stick in the near corner. Now Grosse Ile fires it in along the end boards. Kresge backhands it. Trying to get it away. Kresge underneath the far circle. He is level. Put ahead. Here comes Sutton. Sutton. One-on-one. Sutton comes top of the near circle. Shot! And that sticked into the near corner. Good save by Chesser. Then sticked it away to get it out of harm's way. Fired back. Stoney gets it all the way back to the Pioneer blue line. Bringing it ahead is Sandberg, but that hooked up and fired the other direction by the Red Devils as they put it right back behind the Pioneer goal. Trying to grab it back there. The puck outside the far circle. Yang trying to grab it badly. Pace fires it right back behind the goal. That poked away. Zola Chapman trying to get to it. Now here comes Yang. Yang coming down the near boards. Yang. Top of the near circle. Good defense as that was sent back into the near corner. And picked up. Pace bringing it the other direction. Knocked down in along the near boards. Grosse Ile trying to get to it. Armstrong into the near corner. Armstrong trying to pull that away. Puck top of the near circle. Now deflects. Picked up by Grosse Ile down the near boards. That fired ahead by Pace. Loose right at the blue line. Sean Stone trying to put it back deep. That grab by Talby in the far corner. Talby sends it along the boards. Sean Stone poked off the puck. It comes outside the near circle. Fired back to the near point. Sanborn trying to keep it in, but that goes all the way back into the Pioneer end. That will be icing. 4:59 left to go here in the second. 4-1. Grosse Grosse Ile with the lead on your Pioneer team. Face off. Come into the near face off circle. In to take the face off. Nolan Miller for Pioneer. And sent into the near corner. Hubler was on the other side. Lifted back into the Pioneer end. Picked up by Rowe in the near corner. Rowe trying to go back beyond his own goal. Brings it all the way around. Rest trying to knock it out. Loose on the far circle. Now control. Grosse Ile with that shot that went off of the post. Put it back into the far corner. Hubler trying to pull that away from Garcia. Garcia pinned against the boards. Gurney trying to get to it. Loose, top of the far circle coming in. That into the near circle. Shot, beautiful save by Houston as Ovis had it point blank. Now there's another shot that deflects into the near corner. 4:23 left to go. The puck back. Slips all the way back into the Grosse Ile zone. Stopped there by Chesser and covered up as Nolan Miller was coming down. 4:16 left to go here in the second. 4-1 Grosse Ile with the lead. Face off back in the Grosse Ile zone. That'll be in the near face off circle. Hubler in there versus Commuton. Puck outside the near circle. Brendan Stone trying to get to a Commuton back in along the end boards. Commuton into the near corner, trying to pull it away from a pair of Red Devils. And coming down the near boards. Knocked back. Brendan Stone right at center ice. That goal by Hubler. Hubler back to his defensive pair. Now bringing it ahead. Here comes Gurney. Gurney gains his own. Gurney 2 goals on today's game. Back to the near point. Now slips right back into the neutral zone. Brendan Stone puts it back deep. Brendan Stone trying to get to it. That covered up by Chesser. 3:46 left to go here in the seconds. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face off at the far face off circle again. Commuting in to take the face off. Trying to get it away from Oliver. That puck held in. Now fired back deep into the near corner. Covered up. And a save by Chester. 3:39 left to go here in the second. And 3-goal lead by Grosse Ile. Bring that back to into the Pioneer zone. As that'll be to Houston's right. That may have been a high stick or hand pass. Face off in the far face off circle. That to Houston's right. Knocked down at the blue line, trying to poke it away. Puck knocked down all the way back in along the far boards. Yang chases the back. That picked up. Moved along the near boards as Stoney gets into the Pioneer blue line. Now Joff trying to knock it the other direction. Back outside the near circle. There's a shot by Oliver, saved by Houston. Goes outside the far circle. Floyd with it there. Puck into the near corner, trying to pull it back. That launched up and hit the metal bars in the ceiling. We'll have a face-off with 3:11 left to go here in the second. Face-off to Houston's right in the far face-off circle. Puck all the way back, high slot coming in, that deflects through the neutral zone, racing back to get it. Here comes Yang. Yang trying to fire that cleared away in along the far boards. Brendan Stone has it into the far corner. And knocked away, trying to pull that back into the near corner. Here comes Pioneer. As Yang trying to cycle it back. And outside the near circle, now brought through the neutral zone. Yang feeds it down the far boards to Finn Miller, then gets it back. Yang trying to get it ahead. Here comes Armstrong. Armstrong in the slot. Armstrong has that poked away, trying to get it back loose. Coming down the far board, Stoney has it back behind his own goal. Stoney puts it in along the near boards. Kresge trying to put it back deep. Yang chases it in along the end boards. The puck into the far corner. Picked up there by Floyd. Floyd trying to get it out of the zone. Held in back there by Sean Stone outside the far circle. Sean Stone trying to pull it off of the far boards. Now that fired Loose, backhanded towards the goal, picked up by Stoney back behind his own goal. Stoney coming down the near boards. That fired all the way down the ice. That will be icing. That'll head back into the Grosse Ile zone as it was fired from the wrong side of center ice. 2 minutes left to go. Here in the second, 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. Here from the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. Face-off in the near face-off circle. There's Nolan Miller trying to get to it. Jones comes in to try and pull it away. Comes outside the near circle. Here comes Grosse Ile with it. Racing ahead, trying to get it. Soniak puts it right back behind the goal. Fired along the far boards. That'll go back deep into the Grosse Ile end. That will be icing and head back the other direction. 1 minute, 42 seconds left to go here in the second. Face-off in the far face-off circle. That to the right of Houston. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. As Coella puts it into the near corner. Pioneer trying to pull that away. Outside the far circle. Fired ahead, held in at the far point. Trying to make his way in was Talby. Now that's loose to the blue line. And grabbed by Coella, now spinning the other direction. Here comes Nolan Miller. Nolan Miller has it poked back. Garcia moves into his own defensive pairing. Now that brought ahead by Sanborn. Sanborn over his own blue line, coming down the far board. Sanborn fires it back deep into the near corner. Picked up there. Grosse Ile trying to get it out of the zone. Edwards trying to hold it in. That slips right back to center ice. Sanborn puts it into the far corner. All the way back, grabbed by Talby. Talby puts it along the far boards. Pioneer trying to hold it in. That back to center ice. Drifts back onto top of the near circle. Here comes Grosse Ile as that's fired all the way back deep. Picked up in the far corner, trying to grab it. Garcia trying to get it back into the neutral zone. Loose. Here comes Jones for Pioneer. Jones gains his own. Jones with a shot. And knocked loose. Top of the near circle. Wouldn't settle down for Nolan Miller. Nolan Miller into the near corner. Nolan Miller hitting against the boards. Avoids a big hit. That pulled back away as Grosse Ile has it down the far boards. Loose in the neutral zone. Here comes Gurney. Gurney already with 2 goals of the game, but offsides the call with 17.7 seconds left to go here in the seconds. 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face-off will be outside the Pioneer zone in the near face-off circle. Coming in to take the face-off. Hubler on the other side. Puck at the blue line, fired down the far boards. Top of the far circle, shot just goes wide outside the near circle, trying to pull that in. Cole had it now outside the near circle. Is trying to pick that up is Ovis. Ovis fires it out to the far circle, shot, and that a good save by Houston. Came off to the left, but the clock expires. As at the end of 2, it is Grosse Ile 4 and Pioneer 1. Pioneer got it tied up with 15:39 left to go in the second. There was a cross-checking call then to Grosse Ile. That one was to Pace at 13:43. Then there was a penalty, Pioneer penalty at 11:03 for hooking. That one to Sean Stone. It was a power play goal at 10:31 as Worsley scored. Gurney with the assist. Then at 9:41, it was Coella with the goal. And then at 8:33, Gurney put in his second of the game. That's where we're at, so let's step away. We'll play a few messages from the MHSAA, and then we'll do a little scoreboard report. You're watching Pioneer Men's Hockey, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults? blows off the whistle and offers it to you. Let's hope not. There's no way you can do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically in in-school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be contributing for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. You go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult and even kids treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official. Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Let's do a quick intermission scoreboard report. We'll go all the way back to Thursday, the 16th. 9 games in action that day. It was Plymouth beating Huron 8-2. Calumet beat Kingsford 2-1. It was Detroit Country Day showing out like Orion 1-0. Marquette beat Houghton 4-3. It was Lumen Christi doubling up Cap City 4-2. Novi beat Northville 4-1. It was Detroit Catholic Central topping De La Salle 6-1. And Birmingham Unified 4 and Bloomfield Hills 2. Taking a look at that Friday, 35 games in action that Friday. Give my internet a second to catch up. It was Livonia Red Stallions shutting out Walled Lake United 5-0. Grand Rapids Christian beat Portage Muskies 3-1. It was Mona Shores with a 4-goal win over Rockford 5-1. Cap City beat the Tri-Valley Titans 4-1. It was Tawas beating Petoskey 4-1. Lumen Christi with a 5-goal win over Kalamazoo Eagles 6-1. It was Detroit Catholic Central 11 and Grosse Pointe North 0. Hudsonville beat Canton by 4, 7-3. It was Salem beating University of Detroit Jesuit 6-1. Flint Powers topped Livonia Stevenson 6-2. It was Alpena with a 1-goal win over Traverse City Central 3-2. Sheboygan beat Cadillac 9-1. It was Utica Eisenhower with a 3-goal win over Anchor Bay 5-2. Reith's Puffer doubled up Sparta 4-2. It was the University League beating Jeffers 4-3. Orchard Lake shut out Port Huron Northern 7-0. Jensen with a 1-goal win over Eastside 4-3. Traverse City West beat Big Rapids 4-1. It was Trenton topping Cransbrook Kingswood 3-1. Chippewa Valley United topped Leanne Crease Unified and shut them out 8-0. It was Thumb Area Legion with a one-goal win over Mid-Michigan 5-4. Escanaba beat Sault Ste. Marie 4-3. Gaylord topped Negaunee 5-4. It was Western Pinckney beating Bishop Foley 9-1. Grand Rapids Central with a 4-goal win over Kanawha Hills 6-2. Bay Reps shut out Granville 8-0. It was Manistee beating Manawan 6-4. Father Gabriel Richard top Bay City 3-1. It was Rochester Stony Creek over the M1 Griffins 4-1. Grand Haven beat Caledonia 5-4. It was Midland shutting out Fenton Linden 5-0. Birmingham Unified beat White Lake Lakeland 5-4. It was Utica Ford with a one-goal win over Romeo 5-4. Grand Blanc shut out Kalamazoo United 2-0. Even more action, 37 games on Saturday, as it was Rochester Stony Creek beating St. Clair Shores Unified 5-1. Leanne Crease Unified shut out Farmington United 8-0. It was Bay Reps 3-1 over Forest Hills Central. M1 Griffins beat Romeo by 5 goals 6-1. It was Novi 6, Livonia Franklin 1. University Liga beat Calumet 2-1. East Kentwood with a one-goal win over Grand Blanc 4-3. It was University of Detroit Jesuit topping Port Huron Northern 5-3. Escanaba beat Jeffers, tripling them up 6-2. It was Manistee shutting out the Kalamazoo Eagles 4-0. Southline Unified beat North Oakland 8-1. It was Negaunee beating Sheboygan 4-3. Big Rapids with a 2-goal win over Midland Dow 3-1. It was Forest Hills Northeastern beating Canton 9-1. East Grand Rapids doubling up Rockford 6-3. It was Clarkston with a 4-goal win over Utica Eisenhower 5-1. Gaylord beat the Bay Area Thunder 3-1. It was Ann Arbor Huron beating Bishop Foley 10-2. Eastside beat Portage Muskies 3-0. It was Thumb Area Legion with a 3-goal win over Tawas 5-2. Heartland beat Saginaw Heritage by a score of 5-1. Byron Center with a 4-goal win over Granville 7-3. It was Hudsonville topping Caledonia 8-2. Grosse Ile beat New Boston United 7-2. Midland beat the Tri-Valley Titans 9-1. It was Father Gabriel Richard beating Saline 6-2. Chippewa Valley United beat Lake Orion 5-2. It was Utica Ford with a Unified with a one-goal win over Rochester United 3-2. Lakes Area beat Dexter 2-1. It was Western Pinckney topping Southgate 9-1. F&V Griffins with a 3-goal win over Fenton Linden 7-4. Northville beat Milford by a goal 3-2. It was Jensen shutting out Kanawha Hills 5-0. Anchor Bay beat Bloomfield Hills 7-6. Orchard Lake beat Cransbrook Kingswood 8-1, and Ann Arbor Skyline beat Temperance Bedford 9-1. As that brings us to today's game, let's come back and we will play just a couple more messages from the MHSA, and we will be right back with your third period action.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
17 minutes up on the board, 4-1. Grosse Ile with the lead over your Pioneer men's hockey team. Pioneer looking to make a big comeback here in the third. Grosse Ile looking to hang on. Both teams trying to get to their 8th win. Pioneer trying to avoid their third loss. Grosse Ile trying to avoid their second loss. Again, it was a 2 minutes section there. 2 minutes and, 2 minutes and 2 seconds that Grosse Ile scored 3 goals in a row. Really making it tough on Pioneer. Looking for a big third period here. Both of these squads, officials. The Ice Pioneer going from left to right here in the third period. Chesser remains in net for Grosse Ile. He's down to the right. Houston will head down towards our left. I appreciate you watching wherever you are at, whoever you are cheering for. Thank you very, very much. We're very grateful for your support of all of these wonderful, amazing athletes. Face off right at center ice. And we are underway in the third. The puck in along the near boards. Garcia fires it deep into the far corner. That bounces right in front. Knocked in along the near boards by Hovis, trying to pick it up. Puck into the near corner. Worsley puts it back outside the near circle. Pioneer trying to dig it around. Nolan Miller into the near corner. Nolan Miller trying to center and it's out. Friedman with a shot and can't quite get through. Chipping away at it and covered up by Chesser. Lots of chaos out in front. Chesser able to cover it up. Keep it a 3-goal lead by Grosse Ile. 16:36 left to go here in the third. Face-off will be to Chesser's right in the far face-off circle. Commute in to take the face-off. Hubler on the other side. Buck into the far corner. Rimmed all the way around the boards. Grosse Ile picks it up and along the near boards in neutral zone. Grabbed by Friedman just outside of his own blue line. Worsley has it top of the far circle, lifts it back into the neutral zone. Intercepted by Friedman down the near boards. He fires it back deep and buck into the near corner. Back into the far corner. Pioneer trying to dig it out of there. Outside the far circle. Commute has it on that far circle. Chipped away from him. In along the near boards. Spinning with it is Hovis. Hovis loses an edge but pokes it over to Dvorsky. Dvorsky all the way ahead down the far boards. Here comes Gurney. Gurney, top of the far circle. Gurney has it in the slot. Loses the puck back to the near point. Picked up there by Dvorsky, who fires it back behind the Pioneer goal. Puck underneath the near circle. Into the near corner it goes. Trying to pull that away. That's Pace back there. No, excuse me, Hubler. Fires it back to Worsley at the far point. Back to Hubler outside the far circle. Hubler gets it to Worsley. High slot. Now moves it over into the far corner. Friedman trying to pull that away. Gurney has it outside the far circle. Puts it back for Hubler in the far corner. He rims it all the way around outside the near circle. As Dvorsky trying to pull that away. Comes back into the neutral zone where Pace has it at center ice. Pace puts it down the far boards. Worsley fires it in. And deep right back behind the Pioneer goal. Rez has it there. Rez coming down the near boards, trying to chip it over to Yang. Yang through his own blue line. Yang gets it ahead. Armstrong bringing it in. There's a shot. Stop. Loose. Chesser able to get a glove back on it. As he stopped it, then the puck kind of bounced in front of him. Pioneer racing down. Armstrong trying to get on top of that goal, but Chesser able to get a glove on it. 14:56 left to go here in the third. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Puck back at the far point, trying to put it back deep. Finn Miller. Now, Sean Stone has it outside the far circle. Grosse Ile comes away with it. That puck knocked down now all the way back. High slot. Yang with that shot, and he scores! Yang puts it in just inside the far post. And Pioneer has cut into the lead. It is now 4-2. Great job by Yang to cut the lead in half. Well, to cut the lead by a third. It's still a 2-goal lead, but now it's down to 2. I can do some basic fractions every once in a while. Sometimes. Face off at center ice. Sean Stone trying to get to it. And loose. Coming into the zone, top of the near circle. Armstrong gets it back to Rowe at the near point. That puck right back into the neutral zone. Rowe trying to avoid a collision, puts it back deep. Picked up down the near boards. by Talby. Fired right back in. That comes to the far side. Talby into the near corner of his own zone. Talby gets it back into the neutral zone, all the way back deep into the Pioneer end, but that will be icing. That'll head back the other direction. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. And puck into the near corner. Garcia trying to get to it out in front. And deflected away. Good save by Chesser. Brought back into the neutral zone. Edwards trying to get to it. The puck in along the near boards. Swept ahead by Hubler all the way back deep. Houston puts it in the near corner for Sanborn. Sanborn trying to get it ahead to Garcia. And knocked down, pinned into the near corner. Hubler out in front. Hubler with a backhanded shot. Houston with the save. The puck into the far corner. Picked up. Here comes Pioneer down the far boards as Jones knocked off with the puck. Coming the other direction. Then chipped right back in and covered up by Houston. That was Raythel fired that, knuckleballed it in. 13:36 left to go here in the third. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. Hubler in to take the face-off. Commuting on the other side. The puck right back behind the Pioneer goal. Edwards bringing it down the far boards. Fires it all the way down. That's going to be icing and head right back into the Pioneer zone. 13:27 left to go. 4-2. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face-off will come back into the far face-off circle at the Houston's left. Commuting again in to take the face-off. Talby on the other side now. No, that's Hubler. Hard to read with those red stripes across the knuckles. Buck in along the boards, trying to pull it away. Here comes Commute. Commute races ahead. Commute over his own blue line. Commute trying to get it over to Brendan Stone and put it along the far boards. Brendan Stone picks it up, moves it down. Here comes Commute and offsides the call. 13:12 left to go. And here look to maybe have something going there, but offsides. That'll come outside the Grosse Ile zone in the far face-off circle. Commuting again in to take the face-off. I think that's Oliver this time for the Red Devils. They have puck right at center ice, grabbed by Friedman. Friedman launches it deep into the near corner. Trying to pick it up. Stoney back in along the end board. Stoney fires it down the near boards, held in by Friedman. And deflected back into the neutral zone. Friedman chips it, picked up by Brendan Stone. Intercepted by Dworsky. Dworsky, top of the far circle. Dworsky gets it back into the neutral zone. Here comes the Red Devils down the far boards. And top of the far circle. Shot that goes into the near corner. Trying to pull it away. Dworsky puts it into the far corner. Oliver chasing it. And put by Jove back to the far point. Held in there by Stoney, now Pioneer trying to get it back into the neutral zone. Commute racing ahead with it. Commute has that poke checked away by Stoney and launched in along the near boards. Here comes Gurney all alone. Shot, and that good save by Houston came off to his left. Good job to knock it away by Armstrong. Racing ahead. Armstrong gets it back to the blue line, but that's sent up and out of play. 12:13 left to go here in the third. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. That is to Chesser's right. Payson that is Hubler, not Payson. Sorry, saw the 7 shot, top of the far circle by Rez. Loose back behind. And pulled around. There is going to be a penalty back behind, a tripping call at 12:05. Here in the third, that's a penalty into the box. Cuccinella goes into the box for Grosse Ile. Pioneer will have the extra attacker for the next 2 minutes, barring any other incidents. 4-2, Grosse Ile with the 2-goal lead. Grosse Ile scored first in the first. Pioneer able to tie it up early in the second. As the puck all the way back and then lifted all the way down the ice by Houston. Pioneer tied it up early in the second, then in a short, just over 2 minute span, Grosse Ile with 3 goals to take the lead. Pioneer has gotten it down to a 2-goal lead here in the third. Puck in along the near boards, into the near corner. Is Hovis trying to get it down and fired all the way down the ice, cleared. Houston stops it there. Kresge picks it up back behind his own goal. Kresge coming down, moves it in along the near boards. Sean Stone trying to get it out of the zone. Hubler trying to make it difficult for Pioneer. Now here comes Pioneer. Kresge down the near boards through center ice, fires it into the near corner. Racing back to get it is Worsley, covered up by Chester. 1 minute, 28 seconds left to go. So 11:32 left to go here in the third. 1 minute, 28 seconds left to go in the Pioneer power play. Pioneer down by 2. Puck loose into the near corner. They have fed around. Kresge keeps it into the near, at the near point. Trying to move it back. Pace trying to get it out of the zone. And loose outside the near circle. Hubler trying to knock it away. That comes all the way back into the Pioneer end. Houston will stop it right back behind his own goal. Back to get it. Kresge has it back behind his own goal with 1 minute, 5 seconds left in the power play. Kresge trying to get away from pressure in along the far boards. Cole has it for Grosse Ile. Cole into the far corner, spinning with it. Cole has it pinned into the far corner. Then pulled away, trying to fire it ahead. Here comes Pioneer. Yang moves it over, intercepted. Here comes Grosse Ile. Is chipped back deep into the near corner. Cole has it. Cole trying to fire it out in front. As that will be a penalty and a high stick call. And at 10:43, Sutton goes into the box. And all of a sudden, we have 4-on-4 hockey for 39 minutes. Grosse Ile will have a short, or not a short, but 1 minute, 21 second power play after 4-on-4 expires. Face off in the far face-off circle, then lift it back into the neutral zone. Ricocheted along the near boards, trying to get it to Gurney. Then played back, grabbed as Oliver moves ahead to Worsley. Worsley gains his own. Worsley with the shot saved by Houston. Into the far corner, Sanborn with it. Sanborn underneath the far circle, feeds it ahead. That loose picked up in the slot, now moved all the way down the ice. And will be icing and head back into the Pioneer zone as it was 4-on-4 hockey for 14 more seconds. 10:19 left to go here in the third. 4-2 Grosse Ile as Pioneer doubled up. Face-off will be to Houston's right in the near face-off circle. Armstrong looks like he's in to take the face-off. Gurney on the other side. 14 more seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before Grosse Ile has a power play, then comes back. Grabbing it, Cole moves it in along the near boards, that fired back deep. Stop back behind by Houston. Sanborn into the near corner. He's pinned against the boards by Gurney. Now it's a power play for Grosse Ile as they're back to full strength. Pinned into the boards, now back behind the Pioneer goal, into the far corner. Gurney puts it top of the far circle, or Gurney, high slot now over top of the near circle for Dworsky. Here's a one-timer. Hubler couldn't quite get the puck to settle down. He has it outside the far circle, now moves it to Dworsky, top of the near circle. Dworsky circles back, high slot, Gurney with the shot. That loose, so good job by Houston to put it just to the near side of the goal. And fired all the way down the ice, 46 seconds left to go. Hit the Grosse Ile power play. Gurney has it back behind his own goal. 9:24 left to go here in the third. Here comes Hubler, moves it in along the far boards. Dworsky takes it top of the far circle. Dworsky now puts it to Gurney. Back to the near point, moves it over to the far point. Back Gurney, high slot. Gurney shot out in front, saved by Houston. Face-off will be here now in the far face-off circle. 26 seconds left to go in the power play. Held in at the far point by Gurney, sends it top of the far circle. Over to Hubler. Hubler trying to fire it out in front. That comes outside the near circle for Dvorsky. There's Gurney with the one-timer. Goes off the glass, back behind. Picked up by Hubler, loses an edge. Now Pioneer trying to bring it ahead. And fired all the way back down deep. 2 seconds, 1 second. Pioneer back to full strength. 8:42 left to go. And puck right through center ice. Trying to bring it ahead is Rowe. Loose, bringing it into the Grosse Ile zone. That picked up. Now here comes Gurney. Gurney into the Pioneer zone. Rez with a heavy check. The puck into the far corner. Here comes Commute. Commute moving down the far boards. And brought ahead, lifted down into the neutral zone. Stoney had it. Now coming in. Here comes Pioneer. Loses an edge. Sutton had it. Sutton goes down to the ice. 8:12 left to go. Here in the third. 4-2. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face-off will be in the far face-off circled at the Chesser's right. Communion to take the face-off. There's a quick shot by Friedman, and it comes all the way into the far corner. Oliver trying to get it out of the zone, battling. Kresge back at the far point. Grosse Ile gets it into the neutral zone. Communion trying to pull it away, and then deflects back in along the near boards. Here comes Communion outside the near circle. Takes a shot. That goes wide. All the way back to Kresge at the far point. Picked up there. Grosse Ile trying to get it out. Sutton holding it in. Now that fired all the way back into the Pioneer zone. Friedman chases it. That's stopped by Houston. 7:41 left to go here in the third. 4-2. Grosse Ile with the lead. Face-off will be to Houston's left in the far face-off circle. Nolan Miller in to take the face-off. Hubler on the other side. And puck back to the far point. Grosse Ile gets it. Now Talby with a shot that deflects back off of the back of the goal. Kresge trying to pull it away there. Puck outside the near circle, trying to bring it ahead. Racing, here comes Garcia. Garcia. And the near circle, Garcia trying to move it into the slot that pulled away. Good defensive play by Gurney. Gurney down the near boards, gains the zone. Gurney. Now, drop pass, top of the far circle, and saved by Houston. 7:14 left to go here in the third. 4-2, Grosse Ile with the lead. 34 shots on goal by Grosse Ile, 15 by Pioneer. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. Sean Stone to take the face-off versus Hubler. Puck into the far corner. Sanborn rifles it back, picked up. Pioneer coming ahead down the far boards. Armstrong has it. That tipped away from him. And along the near boards, Grosse Ile fires it ahead. Dvorsky gets it to the Pioneer blue line. Now Yang puts it deep into the far corner. Armstrong chasing it, trying to get it away from Dvorsky. Then pull back. Sean Stone underneath the near circle. Finn Miller trying to put it back deep. He takes a big hit. Puck outside the far circle. Gurney with a hit that comes back in along the end boards. Puck into the far corner. Dvorsky trying to dig it ahead. Armstrong trying to keep it in. And puck loose now. Tipped back right to center. Racing ahead with it. Coming in as Hovis puts it into the far corner. Sanborn trying to peel that away. Puck back to the blue line. Held in by Dvorsky. Shot couldn't get through traffic. Coming down the far boards. Yang trying to make a move. Getting past the defense. Yang on the far circle. And diving down. Good poke check back there by Grosse Ile. Trying to see who that was as that was Dvorsky with that shot. Dvorsky takes it off of his wrist. Fires it all the way down into the Pioneer zone. 5:57 left to go. Puck right back in along the end boards. Trying to peel that away. Battle for it. Still digging. Brendan Stone comes away with it into the near corner. Brendan Stone trying to get that back. Loose onto the near circle. Spinning. Shot by Soniak. Now coming ahead. Here comes Commute. Commute has the puck down the near boards. Commute outside the near circle. Loose in the slot. And knocked away. Stoney has it back behind his own goal. Stoney firing it down the far board. Held in by Rass. Now knocked all the way back into the Pioneer zone. Picked up by Rowe on the far circle. There is a whistle. 5:19 left to go here in the third. Tripping the call. Press into the box for Pioneer. Power play to Grosse Ile. That puck comes back into the Pioneer zone, back to the left of Houston. Loose puck pulled back behind. Now Joe sends it in along the far boards, trying to get to it. Nolan Miller. Grab. Hubler has it back behind the goal. Jumps into the near corner, now outside the near circle. Controlled by Grosse Ile. Gurney fires it top of the far circle over to Hubler. Hubler trying to walk his way in. There's a shot that goes wide. And there is a whistle. Is going to come all the way back into the Grosse Ile zone. I believe that was a high stick. That's what they show. So now come back into the Grosse Ile end. 1 minute 38 seconds left to go in the power play. To Grosse Ile, 4:57 left to go here in the third. 4-2 Grosse Ile with the lead. Sean Stone in to take the face-off on that far face-off circle. Bernie on the other side. Now they'll pull it out, and looks like a timeout call by Pioneer. We'll take it with them. Let's play a little push on. We'll be right back with the remainder of the third period. 6 under 5 minutes left to go here at the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. Battle between two Metro League foes, Grosse Ile and Pioneer. Grosse Ile has the 4-2 lead. They also have a power play for the next 1 minute 38 seconds. Here live from the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. Face-off will be to Chesser's right in the far face-off circle. Sean Stone in to take the face-off. Hubler on the other side. Puck loose on the far circle, trying to poke it away. Comes right back, pulled away, in along the far boards. Gurney has it. Gurney underneath the far circle, feeds it over. Coming ahead with it is Worsley. Worsley, top of the near circle in the Pioneer zone. Worsley, drop pass back to Dvorsky. Now Gurney moves it top of the near circle for Dvorsky. There's a shot saved by Houston. All the way back to the far point. Gurney has it high slot now over top of the near circle to Dvorsky. And deflected into the near corner. Good job by Friedman to knock it away. Puck back to Gurney at the near point. Near point gets it outside the near circle for Dvorsky. Dvorsky comes back, drop pass over to the near point, over to Gurney. Gurney puts it into the slot, and knocked away. Can save by Houston. Good glove save with 4:11 left to go. 52 seconds left in the power play to Grosse Ile. 4:11 left to go here in the third. Pioneer down by 2 goals, and time becoming a big factor. Coming in to take the face-off in the far face-off circle. Hubler on the other side. Puck outside, back to the far point, now coming over. Dvorsky gets it, ties a one-timer, that goes just wide underneath the far circle. Now Hubler outside the far circle with it. Hubler puts it into the far corner. And Oliver trying to get it out in front. That puck grabbed by Pioneer. That was coming over. That was Hovis who had it. Knocked down, puck in along the far boards. Hovis with it. Hovis puts it back to center ice, now bringing it ahead. Gurney trying to get it into the Pioneer zone. 17 seconds left on the power play to Grosse Ile. 3:30 left to go here in the third. As Dvorsky puts it out to the far circle, out in front. Shot good, save, spinning. Another save by Houston. Houston has been busy, 38 shots on goal. He's been able to save 34 of them, 15 shots on goal the other side. 3 seconds left in the power play to Grosse Ile. Face-off in the far face-off circle. Oliver in to take the face-off versus Armstrong. And Pioneer back to full strength. Shot from the top of the far circle goes into the near corner. Chipped it along, trying to hold it in his Dalby. Now Pioneer gets it all the way down the ice. That'll be icing and head back into the Pioneer end with 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. For the time being, anyway. Face-off will be in the near face-off circle. That to Houston's right. Oliver again in to take the face-off. And quick shot, saved by Houston, and then fired in. Oliver grabbed it as a quick shot from the face-off. Houston got the initial save. Then Oliver puts the icing on the cake for Grosse Ile. And at 3:06. 5-2, Grosse Ile with the lead. It is a tall mountain Pioneer would have to climb back to get back into this game. The puck in along the near boards. Friedman trying to send it ahead. Outside the near circle, that lifted the other direction. Friedman has it in center ice. Pioneer continues to battle. That one goes off the netting. Rathel on the assist. Oliver on the goal. Face off in the near face off circle outside of the Grosse Ile zone. Trying to grab that and head the other direction. Olin Chap has it back into the far corner. Trying to pull that away is Cole. Lifting it ahead, held in at the far point by Pioneer. Still battling it out. That comes all the way back to center ice. Friedman fires it back. And stopped by Chesser. Now Worsley has it back into the neutral zone. Coming down the near boards. Here comes Grosse Ile. As Roman has it top of the near circle. Then deflected into the far corner. Chasing the puck. Sutton trying to get it out of the zone. Here comes Pioneer through center ice. Commute has it. Commute onto the far circle. Commute spins with it on that far circle. Commute into the slot. Shot saved by Chesser. 2:14 left to go here in the third. I want to thank our camera person, Christina Wiseman, who has been fantastic and helps us out so very, very much. And also puts up with me as my wife. I'm not sure how she does that, but she's a saint. We appreciate her. 3-goal lead by Grosse Ile. Face-off in the far face-off zone. As Commute has it. Now they're fired ahead. Finn Miller trying to get it the other direction. Picked up coming down the near boards. As Pace has it into the near corner. Pace back behind the goal. Pace into the far corner. Pace sends it top of the far circle. Shot there by Stoney. Saved by Houston. 1 minute 55 seconds left to go. We should be back in action on Friday night, 7 o'clock here from the Ann Arbor Ice Cube. It is Pioneer versus Saline. We should be able to have that game for you, barring any issues. That will be our last game in this calendar year. And puck in the slot, trying to get to it, loose. Still trying to poke it away. That's saved by Houston. Point blank shot. Grabbing and Soniak had it right out in front. Houston with a good save. 1 minute 47 seconds left to go here in the third. 43 shots on goal by the Red Devils. And puck on the far circle, held it at the far point. Now putting it back in along the end boards. Pace has it, trying to pull that away. Sean Stone now Sanborn into the far corner. Trying to dig it out. It's now a quartet of players poking it away. And it comes back to the far point. Held in. Shot there. Houston with the save. 1 minute 30 seconds left to go. Face-off will be in the far face-off circle. Now trying to pull it away. Edwards gets it back. Joe right back in along the Edwards. Now Edwards underneath the far circle with 1 minute 22 seconds left to go. 5-2. Grosse Ile with the lead. Pioneer gets it outside the far circle. And shot back outside the near circle. Trying to put it back deep is Roman. Loose back behind, now into the near corner. Grosse Ile trying to pull that away. Held in at the near point, now lifted all the way down the neutral zone. Coming in with it, Cole has it outside the near circle. And put back to the near point, shot there. Can't quite get through traffic. Loose, and Houston gloves it. Tollaby with the initial shot from the near point. 52 seconds left to go. Here in the third. 5-2, Grosse Ile with the lead. They will go to 8-1 on the season. Pioneer will drop to 7-3. Face-off in the near face-off circle. Into the near corner. Edwards has it. Back behind his own goal. Edwards underneath the near circle. Trying to get it to Commute and chipped away. Now Commute down the near boards. Commute into the zone. Commute comes in. Shot. Good save by Chesser. Brendan Stone trying to follow it up. Upwood settled down. Now fired in along the far boards by Cole. Picked up. Loose. Brendan Stone trying to get to it. Trying to knock it away. That comes down the near board. So I believe that was Gibbon coming in. There's a shot by Commute. Sticked into the far corner by Chesser. Now into the far corner. Brendan Stone trying to peel that away. 15 seconds left to go. And puck covered up by Chesser. As they have not, now they'll stop the clock. 10 seconds left to go here in the third. 10.4 to be technical. Commute in to take the face off. And right through the slot. Coming ahead with it, here comes Grosse Ile. 5 seconds left to go. The puck get along the near boards as Gibbons trying to get to it. Pulled back by Sutton, and that will do it. Grosse Ile with the win, 5-2. As again, they moved 8-1 Pioneers, 7-3. They will take on Saline this Friday, 7 o'clock. We'll see you there. My name is Mark Wiseman. Thank you very, very much for watching and supporting either of these two teams you were cheering for. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. If you don't make watching the game on Friday, we hope whatever you celebrate, you have an amazing holiday season. Thank you, folks. Take care and have a good night.